Hello ladies, so today I will be showing you guys how to fan out easy fanning volume lashes. I personally myself on my clients I use easy fanning lashes and I just find it way easier for myself, and there are many different methods out there such as the pinching method. You can have pre-mades, easy fans. There's just a lot of them, Russian volumes, but my personal favorite has to be easy fanning lashes. The brand that I use for easy fanning lashes, I use Lashes by Kins. These are my absolute favorite. I've been using them since I was a beginner. They are luxury eyelash extensions. They're easy fanning lashes. I recommend this brand to all of my easy fanning lovers. I know that a lot of people do not prefer that method, but it's totally okay. I always say that it's totally okay. Some things may work for others and some things will not work for others. One thing that I wanted to go over were the materials that I will be using today. So this is a cosmetic blender, round blender I should say, but this will be used for me to place the fan on. It's just a little practice material that I like to use. And then I also use a glue ring for my glue. Pop that in there. I use a glue ring. I just find it way easier. A lot of people use different methods for glue, and that is totally okay, but for me, a glue ring works for me. The tweezers that I will be using to fan out the lashes, I use the Imeda Gold tweezers, and these are actually from Amazon. They are only $12.99, and I absolutely love the way they fan these lashes. I love the way they grip. They are more of an angled tweezer, but I absolutely love the way they grip. The volume lash strip, I will be placing it onto this tile, and this tile I like to use for practice purposes only. I really like how it's not too heavy, and I just like to place my practice strips on here. Because I'm not lashing due to COVID, I just like to use some lash strips from the ones that I use on my client. And if I didn't mention, these are the extensions, easy fan volume extensions that I use on my clients. So yes, let's get right into it. So as you guys can see right here, I have I'm sorry for the low quality, I'm literally recording on my phone, but as you guys can see right here, we have a 12 mm CC curl. I just put a dotted glue into my glue ring. That way I can place the fan onto the cosmetic round. I'm sorry. So what I like to do first is I like to make sure that I align my tweezer with the orange strip or any the adhesive strip, the tacky strip that's on here. It's a little bit tacky due to the glue that's on there. But I like to make sure that I align this part, so literally just going straight back, and as you can see there are already lifting. So what I like to just do is I like to make sure that I go in, I grab a little bit, I go straight through, and I take some out. And the cool thing about these easy fanning lashes, by the way, these are not my brand, I absolutely love these, that's why I love to talk about them. And what I like to do is just place it onto the orange strip like that. So I like to bring it up close, and as you can see the base is coming off the orange strip. What I like to do is I like to, once I get it off the strip, I like to tap 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 just to make sure that it's not loose and it will not come out. And then what I like to do right after is I like to just fan. And if it's not fanning out, if you think that you want to make it a little bit wider but it's just not working for you, what you can do is just take it off the strip gently, reapply it onto the strip, go a little bit upwards, and just fan it out a little bit more. This is more of a wide fan right here. And what you can do is you can take off some lashes from the side. I still don't like the way it looks, so I'm just gonna take it off. And easy fans are pre-bonded at the base, so all you have to do is just make sure you make the beautiful fan that you would like. And as you guys can see, there's a gap right there, so I like to just take it off the strip, redo it. There's a gap right there, so I'm just gonna take this off. What a lot of brands like to do is they like to make their bases very thin when they fan them out. So the good thing about easy fanning lashes is that sometimes you already have a nice thin base, but if you want to make it a little bit thinner, I totally suggest you do this. This is one of my favorite techniques to do. What I like to do is I like to point my tweezer downwards, and I like to just pinch the base. And as you can see, that little gap opened up, but what you could do is just totally take it off and bam. If you don't feel comfortable with the fan being on your tweezer, or if you just want to readjust it, what you can do is just put it back onto the strip, and you can totally just fan it out again. That way it could be wide and beautiful. You can go back, and you can totally just go back. Make sure that you align your tweezer, pick it up, and bam, you will have the beautiful fan of yours. And now as we place it onto the cosmetic round, I like to dip and place. I place the fan. I want to make sure that I show you guys a decurl, a 10 mm decurl. So what I like to do for these little ones, since these are a little bit more little and they're more of a shorter length, what I like to do is grab a little bit less. So like I said, align, go straight through. When you're ready, press and gently peel off. And sometimes it will look crazy, but that's when you will place it onto your strip, and you will then adjust it to your liking and make sure that you fan it out. So again, press, 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 and as you can see, when we press it down, it starts to fan out a little bit. So we want to make sure that we continue on that fanning, and sometimes they can go a little crazy, but they adjust back up. So just go ahead and start fanning, and if you don't like the way it looks, you can go ahead, readjust it, and keep on going with your fanning. Fan, fan, fan. If it's too wide of a fan, again, you can take some off. Go ahead, and if you think that's good of a fan, you can go ahead and place it onto your client if you want it wider. And if you want the base to be a little bit thinner, again, you can use this one of my favorite tweezer methods for pinching the base. Make it a little bit thinner, and there you go. You have a nice fan. Or sometimes you have those gaps in between. You can go back, place it back onto the strip, and again, take it off the strip, and you have a nice looking fan. We dip onto glue, and we place the fan. A lot of lash artists, they like different type of lengths, and that's totally okay. I wanted to try it out with a 16 DD curl type of extension. So the one that I will be doing right now is a 16 mm DD curl in a DD curl. So we're gonna go ahead and we are going to, again, look at that, press, gently peel off. you're gonna have a crazy looking fan. So what you're gonna wanna do is just place it onto the strip. You're going to go ahead and tap, tap, tap. And then you're going to want to fan it all out. And it looks kind of awkward, so what I like to do is I just like to adjust it. Place it a little bit more upwards and just start fanning it out. This one looks kind of awkward there, so what we're gonna do is just remove it. This one looks a little bit awkward, so we're just going to remove it. The thing about easy fanning lashes is that sometimes they close up, but we need to make sure that we have a good grip, that way they don't close up on us. So if we want a fan looking like this, we need to fix it a little bit. There we go. We can also just readjust it. And this one, the base is already looking thin, so I really don't want to do anything to that. But I do want to take off. So there's a fan. And like I said, if you keep playing with it, it will close up on you. But we need to make sure that the fan is looking nice. So we need to keep on playing around with it. It's getting closer to what I want. And perfect, that's the one I want. So we're just going to go ahead and go behind it. Make sure you have a good grip. Slowly peel off the orange strip, and bam, you have yourself a fan with a thin base. And sometimes they close up. I remember when I was a beginner, they used to close up on me, but that's only because I let it go right away. So once you place it onto the natural lash, you want to make sure that you hold it for a couple of seconds and then you let it go. Don't just place it onto the natural lash for 1 second and let it go, because easy fannings tend to close up if you do that. And if you place it onto the natural lash and you let it go really quickly, they will close up on you. So just make sure that you hold on to it for about 3 to 5 seconds. That way it could still be an open fan and just look like the fan that you fanned out. So now I'm just going to do some couple of freehand ones. That way you can look at me while I'm doing it. So this is the end of the video. I just wanted to thank you guys so much for watching and just sticking through the video. This is my first lash video, but if you guys would like to see more, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and comment down below what you guys would like to see. And if I get a lot of support from you all, I will make sure that I continue doing more videos. Thank you all so much.